Alright everyone, let me just turn off that music for a bit. Welcome to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well on this Monday afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Tonight's video is me round 2 Super League tips. So in round 1 I got 5 out of 6. Let's see if we can get 6 out of 6 for round 2. I hope that you all enjoyed round 1. There was some great matches, and let's hope that there's more of the same in round 2. Also, I hope that you enjoyed the music. That's the Super League try music. I found it on Spotify, so I thought I'd play it before the video, and I hope you enjoyed that. So there's a few games to be talking about, and I'll start with the first one, which is kicking off on Thursday between Wigan and Wakefield. And this one's kicking off at 6 o'clock. And mind you, all these games are live on Sky Sports, and they're also being played at the Totally Wicked Stadium, which is St Helens home ground. So from what I can see on the Sky Sports fixtures list, all matches are being played at the Totally Wicked Stadium. If the games are being played elsewhere, please let me know. Anyway, Wigan and Wakefield. Last week, Wigan come back from 18-0 down against Leeds to win that game 20 points to 18 over Leeds there. Wigan played really well in the second half. They came back. Zach Hardiker was at the forefront of that. Jack Bibby also played very well. For Wakefield, I mean, they tried hard against Leeds. They had chances to maybe go on and win that game, but they just didn't own the big moments. I thought that Tom Johnston, he had a great game though. Scored a couple of tries there. But for this game, even though Jai Field's going to be out for Wigan, he tore his hamstring on his debut, I'm going to go for Wigan to win this match. I think they're going to win between 1 to 12 points. But I think Wakefield, if they play anything like they did against Leeds, they're going to trouble Wigan, so Wigan's going to have to be ready to play. The next match on the Thursday sees Hull Kingston Rovers up against St Helens, and this one's kicking off at 8:15 on the Thursday. Strangely enough, Hull KR are the home team, even though St Helens, it's their home ground. Last week, Hull KR nearly pulled off the ultimate comeback. They were down 28 points to 4 in their match against Le Catalan Dragon, but they fell short in Golden Point. For St Helens, I thought that they played very well against Salford. They were never really troubled. I thought that there was a few players that really stood out for St Helens, especially some of the new signings like Joel Thompson. I thought he had a smashing game. For this game, I'm going to go for St Helens to win this 13+. I think they're going to have too much for Hull KR. On the Friday, the first match on the Friday, Good Friday, sees Warrington against Leeds, and this match is kicking off at 1:45. So a very early match on the Friday. For Warrington, they were very disappointed against Castleford last week. They were very shocking in certain patches of the game. Their attack looked very flat. Defence wasn't that great either. For Leeds, well, after half an hour, they were in dreamland. They hadn't played a match for about 12 months, I think, from what the commentators said. They were admitted into the Super League. They weren't given much of a chance against Wigan. And after half an hour, they were up 18 points to 0. And the chairman, the coach, they're all sat there celebrating like they won the grand final. But unfortunately for Leeds, a rugby league match is played over 80 minutes, not half an hour. So in the end, they ended up losing that match. I'm guessing that they're very disappointed about losing the game in the end. But I think that they would have been proud of the effort that they put in. But looking at this game, I'm actually going to tip the upset here. I'm going to go for Leeds to beat Warrington. I think if Leeds play anything like they kind of did last week against Wigan, and Warrington play like they did against Castleford, I see Leeds winning this game. I'm going to go for Leeds to win by about 6 points. The next game on the Friday is Leeds against Castleford, and this is kicking off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Leeds were all right against Wakefield last week. I thought that they played all right in patches. For Castleford, they were very impressive against Warrington. There was a few standouts to them, especially the number 9, the dummy half, Paul McShane. He had another great match. For this game, I'm going to go for Leeds to win this match. I think they're going to win by about 8 points. Even though Castleford played very well, I think Leeds is going to win on the Friday. And on the Saturday, we've got 2 games. we got Hull FC, and we got Salford. And this match is being played at 12:15. That's when it's kicking off. So for Salford, they were pretty disappointing against St Helens last week. They were never really in that game, I think. You have to remember that St Helens had about 2 or 3 disallowed tries as well. For Hull FC, they were very impressive against Huddersfield. Josh Reynolds was man of the match in that game, and that would have been an enormous confidence booster for him. For this game, I'm going to go for Hull FC to win. I think they're going to win between 1 to 12 points. I think if they play anything like they did last week, they're going to beat Salford pretty comfortably in the end. And the last game to end round 2 on the Saturday is Huddersfield up against the Catalan Dragons. This is kicking off at 2:30 in the afternoon. Huddersfield were very disappointing against Hull FC. And for the Catalan, I mean, at 28 points to 4, the game looked like it was in the bag. And then one of their players got sin bins. Hull KR come back, but the Iceman, James Maloney, managed to pull their ass out of the fire. And they got the win there in Golden Point. For this game, I'm going to go for the Catalan Dragons to win. I think they're going to win between 1 to 12 points. I liked what I saw from them in the first half there. Well, pretty much for, you can see the first 60 minutes, I thought that they were pretty good. And Huddersfield were very disappointing. And I don't see them turning it around against the Catalans. So I'm going to go for the Catalan to win that game. Anyway, that's my Super League tips for round 2 of the 2021 season. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed, click that subscribe button. I'm getting close to 850. That's my next goal. But anyways, this is Rugby League History signing off, and I hope you will all enjoy the Super League this weekend. Alright, ta-ra now.